day is a blessing. Man, you just gotta appreciate the work that you put in to look good, feel good and all that. What's good with y'all? Fully focused, holla back at your boy, right? So today is more of an episode on 3 types of people you should avoid in your friend group or your sphere of influence, as I say. I'm deviating a bit from the change in your life. Gonna get some more broad topics in. It's not really within, you can intertwine it within changing your life, but the change in your life series, but you know, this is gonna be some general videos that I'm gonna put in to expand. Especially this is what I got within, I would say, the past 2 years. Typically you can see this within anywhere, but especially when you're young. I'll say this works for a lot of people that are like 21 and below, even within my age range, and well, people especially in your 20s too, even 30s. I'm seeing people I used to be friends with, right, or you know, associated with. They still have this within today, which is crazy, because at the end of the day, you know, you are who you surround yourself with. They say this like 3 to 5 people you hang out with the most is, you know, pretty much your kind of your identity. It's kind of like, you know, the way you think, who you are. So here's 3 types of people you should avoid. Here's what I avoid. So number 1, the flexers. I used to hang around flexes, and man, I used to flex, and man, that flexing stuff is pretty weak. Pretty weak. You don't want to be sort of the show off, because one, you know, is gonna attract the wrong type of people. Now, what do I mean by the wrong type of people? Let's say, you know, you're going in, you know, the red pill route, SMV and all that. You're gonna be attracting, you know, women that's gonna only want you for your money or your belongings, the materialistic type. 2, you're gonna bring in other flexers, other loud talkers, which could be beef. There's a lot of big heads, you know, that shine their stuff, and you know, it creates, because there's the egotistical type of battle. You don't want to get popped off by accident, because there's some crazy guys there with, you know, there's jealousy. They'll be like, oh, he thinks he's that, trying to, you know, talk down on me. People, you know, there's maybe a misunderstanding of the situation, and it goes in, you know, real quick. You can get in a fight, and it doesn't attract people that you may want within maybe your career or something like that. It can definitely send the wrong message. And if people want you to be a part of their brand or something like that, you know, it's, you have to think within their point of view, is this best to put in my, you know, my category or my brand, or what I'm creating. Flexers, usually you see this within rappers. A lot of rappers, big chains, all that, you know, grill teeth, flexing the money. But that's what makes, you know, the music industry very poppin'. It attracts a lot of people within that, you know, same mindset, that brings them money. So within there, a flexer would be pretty useful, but unless, you know, you're really gonna get poppin', sign like a record deal or something like that, I don't recommend it. For me, I used to try to be one, but my mindset changed now. It changed a lot. I'm not materialistic. I don't really care. I'm more of a, of an idea type of guy. I'm chasing ideas, thinking of something instead of, what I got. It's important to, level up, attain more wealth, all that, but at this point of my life, I'm in the places of doing that, but I'm more of a humble, down-to-earth guy, and it helps, within my life, see the better, positive side every day, even though you get faced with challenges and adversities. So that's number one, the flexes. Number two, the big talkers. People that really, talk up the big game. I used to talk a lot of smack, man. I'm still in college, but, earlier, even a few years ago in my college years, oh man, sometimes people want to fight me. Sometimes I knew I used to drink. I was a bit too tipsy. When I would know I was a bit too tipsy, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna calm down. I'm not gonna say that. But if you play like beer pong or water pong, I would talk my smack. But what I learned is that talking smack a lot never comes back in a positive way. When there's the same goes, what goes around comes around. That negative energy that you put out, the universe will give you negative energy right back. Positive energy that you put in, positive energy comes back, some sort of shape or form. So, if you hang around the big talkers, it's only gonna get you, in trouble or something like that. You don't want to be catching heat, especially because we have one life to live. You know what I'm saying? It's good to put your head down, and then go must the works. It's different if there's all different types of people. This is what's best suits for me. For me, I learned to keep my mouth shut, and it's better because I have my own business. You put it in through the works, whatever it is. For me, my academics currently. You get better results, not excluding all that extra BS. So that's number two, big talkers. Alright, well, and then the number three is the Flakers. Now, some of y'all have way too much, how do I say it? Way too much leniency, or you're too forgiving. Obviously, there'll be times where you won't be able to fall through with the plans. Life happens. That's perfectly understandable. But there's now, what I mean by Flakers, this is something where you notice a pretty good repetition. When I be like, yo, bro, I can't, somebody that, you can tell just based off the energy if somebody's a flaker or not. And usually Flakers have intentions because, one, they're not really within they don't deem you within their sphere of influence. You know what I'm saying? Remember how I said there's your inner circle, outer circle, and then there's people beyond that. They make it seem like that they make it seem like that they mess with you. They make it seem like they mess with you, but in all reality, they don't really. Maybe it's, if you're around them, there's a benefit. When I was younger, well, I'm saying this like I'm an old man. I'm only 22, but when I was younger, it was weird because I was a way different person. When I was younger, I was chasing clout. It sounds stupid to me now, but I was like, yo, I almost got 1,000 followers on Instagram. Like me right now, I'm at this point where I have 13 followers on Instagram. I reduced it a lot. Social media, you get to the point where you don't care about who's following. I'm just in it. You're just in it for producing the ideas and then chasing the ideas or chasing your dreams. This idea is producing content that I have developed or created within my life, so I can help people, right? But going back to the point about with the Flakers, it's different because what I'm saying back then, they would use me as in for rides, typically when they needed something, or if I was around them, let's say women, if I was attracted like a group of girls, they would come up, and I never noticed this. I never really noticed this, bro. I never really noticed this, but when I wasn't really aware, or I wasn't as aware, I still had the instincts. I still was somewhat a little bit confident. When I wasn't really aware, getting a lot of choosing signals and all that, some guys that I knew would try to surround me, and I was a little bit blind. I was a bit oblivious, a bit naive. But guys would try to surround me, just so that they can pick up those chicks because those chicks were bad. Sometimes I didn't even know. There would be times where I would go to the party when I was chasing for fun, and then there would be times where if I was attracting some bad chicks, if I was attracting some bad chicks, and I wasn't even this was when I wasn't even trying. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to go. I wouldn't even want to go to the function of the party, and I used to party. They'd be like, yo, bro, what's good? Yo, what's good? I'm like, yo, blah, blah, I'm seeing later that they're trying to holla at those same ones. And it's like, bro, or they use you for rides or something, and it's only when it's within their convenience. It's never like a genuine thing. Remember when I say about a friendship or a relationship, it has to be mutually beneficial. You get something out of benefit in return. It's like a contract. It's like a contract. You pay for like a service or a good or something like that, right? That's what Flakers do. You don't see them when it's not within their convenience. And if you do ask for something, like maybe I would always give rides, but maybe if I didn't have a whip or I didn't have a means of transportation to ask for a ride, man, they'll be like, yeah, sorry, bro, I can't do it. Those are people that you really don't, need. And you try to hit them up doing something, but it's kind of like a wraparound on, they'll be like, yeah, bro, I got you. Be like, yo, G, I can't be doing it, you'll spot a flaker immediately. It's easy to tell. So that's, when you get that's why I say you establish the sphere of influence. There's inner circle, outer circle, and then there's people just even beyond that. Those are the people that you just want beyond that. So, it's crazy because I was through my transition, life. This is all really what I said, Flexers, and this is all really after high school. High school, freshman year of college, even a bit of sophomore year, a little bit of sophomore year. Oh no, yeah, sophomore year. Now I'm in like a hybrid senior year. Junior year, not really. So, before I started my journey, this is the type of people I typically met. And it's crazy. We all have those types of people within some type of relationship every now and then, or at least at some point of our lives. But the easier that it is to identify those types of people, because those are your surroundings, like I said before, and the easier to remove it is going to be better, right? Be better for your later on going, or be better for your life because you have less BS to tolerate, put up with, and all that. So I learned this through 18, 19, 20, even, I dealt with this a bit in 21. So throughout those 4 years, it took me really to realize this. But once you don't care about how your status is, you don't care about how many Instagram followers that you got, you don't care how maybe the popular kids or something like that may pursue you. Like if you're in high school, bro, and you want to be cool with the popular kids, man, trust me, it's only like a temporary thing, because after high school, I swear that stuff just is irrelevant. High school is just the 4 years you're in your hometown, or the town that you go to, or wherever you at. It's only gonna be temporary. Where maybe those kids that are popping within that certain group, man. You get dispersed off after high school. It seems very, very, very long, because those 4 years you're coming off of middle school, and you're like, yo, I got school forever and all that. But once it's done, bro, like, you got the rest of your life, and there's hundreds of thousands and millions, and we're at billions of people that's resting the world, man. Our popularity, all that, goes away. So it becomes irrelevant, man. And those are generally, especially within high school, you're gonna see that. There's gonna be the big talkers. There's a lot of the Flakers. The Flakers are typically, especially when I was trying to hang out with the popular kids, man, it wasn't really like that. And the flexes, maybe people try to flex the Gucci belt or something like that, right? And it's like, yo, don't you don't need to be them. Just be you, be unique, be yourself. When you're becoming the best version of yourself, man, it's like, it's different. You're indifferent, and you're following your own path and your own journey. Just cancel out all that. They may talk smack or talk shit. They be like, oh, you swear. I'm trying not to swear. Oh, you talk smack and all that. And just be indifferent, be you, be yourself. When I was in high school, even in college, bro, all the college guys, I'm still in college. The women may chase you and all that. They'll chase you regardless, whatever. If you're worried about that, if you're worried about, the people that you're surrounded with, man. It's generally good to have quality over quantity, Because at the end of the day, when you need someone who's really going to be there, have quality over quantity, and control your life. It's at the end of the day, it's you that's living it, not somebody else. So don't let that take over. But it's crazy. Looking back on that, telling my 17-year-old self, this is what's up. It'll be completely different. But it is what it is. Anyways, it's just focus on you and becoming better. When you become better, you're gonna attract the people that you want. It's gonna happen regardless. So 0.01% better every day, right? Faithfully committed to greatness. Make sure you take the time, maybe 5 minutes today, tomorrow. See what's up with those 3 types of people. Check them out. And check in people that need to be. Anyways, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with somebody that wants to see this. Holla back at your boy. Alright, y'all. Peace.